Are you cheersing now?
Huh?
Are we cheersing now?
No, you're
you went to grab your mug.
Well, yeah, I'm thirsty.
Okay.
It's your intro today. Go ahead.
I know. I thought we were doing the cheers to start. I got nervous.
What? Oh, we're using all this.
I was gonna cheers.
We're using all this
to start.
by the
Like
way.
Happy New Year.
We're using all this. I don't want you to cut this out.
Well, now I am cutting it out.
No, can't
now
cut
I'm
it out.
cutting it out. Anyway, Happy New Year's, my fellow Parkaholics. It is officially 2026, and we are so happy to be back. We hope you all had the most amazing time with family and friends, and hopefully some of you got to spend it at the theme parks. We certainly did. We took my brother Blake to his first trip to Epic Universe, and that marked our 45th and final day at a theme park for 2025, which is pretty amazing.
New record.
New record.
45 days. We spent a month and a half in theme parks or zoos in 2025.
That's amazing. How much mileage did we end up doing? Do you remember?
We did 285 miles.
285 miles.
I have a little tracker. Every time we go to a theme park, at the end of the day, we get in bed and I plug it into my little handy dandy notes for the past 4 years. Every single year that we've dated,
it's amazing.
How much mileage we do that day. We walked 285 miles in theme parks in 2025.
That's incredible. Days. That's incredible. And you know what helped with that too, because we normally wouldn't have been to the parks this much at the end of the year because we're blocked out with our Disneyland annual pass, which is unreal. But thankfully, we picked up our annual pass, Platinum Pass, for Universal Hollywood, which was amazing. So we actually got to spend quite a bit of the holidays at the parks. And last time we were there, which is actually going to be the focus of this lovely podcast today, you asked me one of the most burning questions I think you could have asked me. It's the first time you've stumped me and I went, I honestly don't have an answer for you.
I know.
What was it?
We're walking through Universal Hollywood, which I haven't been to in years. Orlando, obviously, is a much, much better park. I'm loving Universal Hollywood.
I'm having such a great time.
You don't have that high bar that we need to go on 40 rides today because they don't have any rides. But you know what? Their Grinch section, you made me watch the Grinch show, and thank you for doing that because it was an awesome show. It's very adult. We watched the Grinch do his things with Sally Sue and all them. What's her name?
Cindy Lou
Who. Okay, because Dr. Seuss and all that stuff. And I'm like, this is such a great show. It's so adult. There was an hour and a half line to see the Grinch and talk to him and take pictures and everything.
Yeah.
Everyone had Grinch merch. Everyone.
Decked out in Grinch merch.
Everywhere. Hats, shirts, everything. And the show was packed. You couldn't even get in. And I go, hold my beer for a second. I go, you love Nightmare Before Christmas.
I do.
And you
absolutely love it.
And you taught me about Nightmare. Mm-hmm. You also taught me about the Grinch.
Yes.
Right? I didn't have
one of my favorite franchises.
In my child life, I didn't, immigrant parents, I didn't know who the hell Nightmare was or Jack Skellington or the Grinch, whatever. And I go, hold my beer. Who's the king of Christmas? Is it Nightmare or is it Grinch?
So spicy. It's such a difficult question. I don't even know where to start, but
cheers. Here's the battle. Battle of the brands. Disney versus Universal.
The brands.
With their Halloween / Christmas IPs.
I'm going to stand still with this one because, and people are going to murder me for this in the comments, but Nightmare Before Christmas, you have to understand, is one of my top favorite movies of all time. Mm-hmm. Could possibly be in my top 3, but I consider it more of a Halloween movie than I do a Christmas film, whereas Grinch is my one Christmas film I watch every single year. Jim Carrey is, legendary.
Well, Jim Carrey, you showed me. Well, did you just say Nightmare is more of a Halloween movie for you?
Yes, I think so. I do. I watch it more around Halloween than I do Christmas every year.
At Comic-Con last year, we saw Robbie J's artist.
We did.
Hello, Robbie J. And he painted you a picture of Jack Skellington. It's in our bedroom right now. It's in our bedroom. And what's he dressed as?
Okay, he's dressed as Santa. Yes, I know.
In his red Santa.
He's in his red Santa.
I'm still learning all this, folks. I'm still learning all this.
No, he is. I get it.
Time out. 20-second time out. We are currently in a Fortnite campaign. We're doing squads right now.
You're killing me.
Who's your current character?
Yes, I am playing. I'm playing Santa Jack Skellington. You're right. You're right.
You just
contradicted
yourself.
I did.
Twice.
I 100% did. Yes, you're right. But the fact remains that I still watch it during Halloween time. But here's the thing, and here's where it gets really tricky for me. So I would have said to you when I was a kid growing up, as much as Nightmare was a part of my childhood, like I was a Nightmare fan before anyone else was. I got made fun of for it because everyone said it was weird and creepy. And Danny Elfman is my hero.
It's Tim Burton and Danny Elfman's love child, which is look, you love or hate Tim Burton. Like I love both Tim Burton Batman movies, Batman and Batman Returns, but there is that gothic-y, dark Tim Burton stamp on it.
And so it wasn't super popular amongst like kids and families when I was growing up, but The Grinch was. It was huge. I mean, we used to go to Universal Orlando every year for Grinchmas. They had like all these shows going on. You'd meet the Grinch,
What year is
the
this?
giant.
What year is Grinch in Orlando?
I would probably say maybe like early 2000s. It was huge kept going to like 2010.
This is before Jim Carrey's 2000
No, this is not before. This is not before.
That came out in 2000.
Yeah, but they still had a massive Grinchmas thing going on, and then once
No, but I'm saying that's before the boost of the movie.
Yes,
so
correct.
you were part of the Grinch in the 90s before the Jim Carrey movie came up, because that was a hit.
Yeah, it was a huge hit. And we used to go as a kid. They'd have people reading the story, like the actual original story at the theme park, and there was nothing that happened with Nightmare Before Christmas at any of the parks. It was inconsequential. So the Grinch ruled Christmas for most of my childhood.
In the theme parks.
In the theme parks. It wasn't until later on.
What happened in Anaheim?
When I finally went to the Haunted Mansion for the first time and they decked it out for Nightmare Before Christmas, which I had never seen in my life. They do not do it at Disney World.
Why?
I have
what a miss.
No idea.
What a miss.
I have no idea why.
In my opinion.
What a miss.
In my theme park professional opinion, that is the best overlay.
Yes.
That is the best holiday overlay
it's
in the world.
Unreal.
I won't even go in regular Haunted Mansion. It's a little boring for me.
Now,
but that Jack animatronic, not the way it functions, but him at the bottom of that little hill into the graveyard is one of my favorite animatronics, and he's dressed as...
Yes, I know. He's dressed as Santa.
I
mean, you're right. You keep just.
I'm freaking dressed like that.
Look, nail in the coffin.
It's the Christmas. It's the Parkaholics Christmas episode in January, and apologies.
We still have our Christmas tree up. Okay.
She's drinking. As long as she keeps drinking, we're keeping her. And apologies, guys. The bar is closed for January. Usually we make drinks to start it off. Where my lovely wife, Miss Britt over here, made us hot cocoa. Dry, healthy January. We've done it for a long time, so the bar is closed. So our beverage of choice is
hot chocolate.
The hot cocoa.
Not a lot of sugar. Don't worry.
It tastes fine.
Okay.
It's a good 7 out of 10 hot chocolate.
No, I would have given it like a 6. I feel like I could improve my hot chocolate game.
No, it's not the epic universe of hot chocolates. It's not a 6 out of 10.
All right, fine.
I joke. We just went to Epic. We had a great time. But this is where I want to kind of break down the numbers. And you're talking about you went to Orlando with your family in the late 90s.
Yes.
Okay? And Grinch was everywhere. They have a Seuss landing there at
they
Islands. Do. Okay, which I think needs a little bit of an
update, but it's still magical if they could actually upgrade it a little bit and make it more.
Well, I loved it. Everything they did with
friendly, so people want to.
I would keep it Grinch Christmas the whole year.
You really can't though.
Why?
Because then it kind of loses the novelty around Christmas time.
It's bigger than it's such a big IP.
Why don't they keep Haunted Mansion, Nightmare Before Christmas?
I want them to. I want them to. No.
There's something special about looking forward to those two things coming out around the holidays. You lose that magic and excitement of them launching.
Disney, Anaheim at Disney, they keep it for August, September, October, November, December.
They only keep it that long because now every single franchise is like extending how long they can get money from Halloween. That's why they do it in August, not because you need to celebrate it in August. They just want to sell you merch. Starting August 1st. They're like, Halloween, Christmas. I mean, it's insane.
I'm glad you said that right now. Okay.
Go ahead.
We're talking.
Wait, can I say one thing before you go into your numbers?
You can. This is your show.
Because I think this is why I still choose Grinch
I'm just happy
to
be here and want the team to do well.
Fair. But it was Grinch growing up in my childhood.
Okay.
And then I think somewhere along the line, Disney was like, we got to step up our holiday game. And all of a sudden, now as an adult, I am so happy to say they are bringing Nightmare Before Christmas back to families and kids who probably never would have watched it in a million years because it's so old, it's a household name. and they have every merch known to mankind.
But my question is, how are they bringing it back? They're not doing much inside the parks.
No.
What are they doing in the parks?
They're pushing it everywhere.
No.
You see it everywhere.
They have merch everywhere, and people are buying the merch because it's become this mainstream Halloween thing.
Yeah, of course.
Point number one. You know my numbers guy over here.
Go ahead.
Let's start with Nightmare. I was so excited running the numbers on all of this because my mind can't wrap itself around this situation.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You didn't see my numbers. I
haven't seen it. I'm not cheating. Right, go ahead. I know this was your
Tim Burton and Danny Elfman. You love your Danny Elfman.
I love him so much.
You love your Danny Elfman. Nightmare Before Christmas came out in 1993.
Oh my God. I was 1 year old.
We know it's a cult classic.
It's a cult classic. Yes. Way before its time.
Way before its time. Mm-hmm. What do you think it made in the box office in 1993 with its success today?
Can you give me like a ballpark? I'll do higher or lower because I couldn't tell you.
Higher or lower than $75 million in 1993?
Lower.
It did do lower.
Yes.
It did.
Lower.
Nightmare Before Christmas in the box office the year it opened, only $50 million.
Incredible.
Only $50 million.
Yeah, because it was considered so bizarre back then.
But look.
Freaked kids out, and I was like, "Wow, this is so."
That was an adult movie. It's so adult.
It's not an adult movie. It's amazing.
Adult themey.
Your kids should be watching it.
It's adult themey. It's good because it's best of both worlds. It's just that dark Tim Burton.
Yes,
That's
fair.
All. But
yes, fair. But I love that.
It's
so
kiddie.
Yes, you're right.
It has one of my favorite lines. One of my favorite lines in movie history. And when you show this to me, I go, that's hilarious.
Well, now I gotta go get him.
It's the mayor.
I gotta go get him.
It's the mayor. It's the mayor when he's talking to Jack and he goes, I'm only an elected official. I can't make decisions by myself.
It's so
Love
good.
it. Like, it's so good. It's so good. That's when it pulled me in.
You're right.
You're gonna have to get the cat siren for this one.
Oh my God, I have to. And I gotta get my little mayor too. What am I doing?
We'll close out with it.
We'll close it out.
Okay. In its total run.
Yes.
Total box office. Okay. Nightmare has only made, since 1993, $108 million.
Wow.
In re-releases and everything.
Wow.
Nothing.
That's incredible.
Nothing. However,
I wonder if most parents actually let their kids even watch it, or if they just like him as the icon.
I think once you kind of dig in deeper, is he a villain in that movie?
Absolutely not.
No?
I would say he's a regular person going through, making mistakes and learning. I don't think he's a villain.
This guy's a great villain. Little Oogie Boogie.
Man, Oogie Boogie.
Yeah, I mean, there's good, I'm a sucker for good characters and good motives in movies. There's great dialogue, great lines. Whoever wrote that is pretty genius. Like I said, I just mentioned my favorite line. Okay, so in the movies, 108 million since 1993.
Yeah.
Let's call that basically nothing. That's not enough to launch a franchise.
No.
Where it became popular with Disney, I don't know. But these are unofficial numbers.
Okay.
I did some digging. How much merch do you think they've sold in that time? Over, under 500 million?
Over,
under a billion?
Under $1 billion. No way they've gone over $1 billion in merch. Shut the fuck door.
$1 billion?
No.
$1 billion is basement level money.
Okay.
There's no official numbers. It's just too much.
Okay.
We're talking about DVD sales. We're talking about merch. We're talking about all that stuff.
So spanning everything. Yeah, all right.
Some financial specialists say maybe up to 2 billion. Let's meet in the middle and say 1.5 billion just in merch from a movie that only grossed $100 million.
Where is it coming from? Like, to your point, I mean, yes, the ride definitely at Disneyland helps, but they still don't have it at Disney World. So those people that have never been to Disneyland aren't seeing it on a ride.
No.
They're not watching the film. It's on Disney+, but I honestly, half the time when I go to the park, because to your point, it is a really dark film, I'm like, I bet you half these parents would not allow their children to watch it. If they're having some issues with Dr. Seuss, they're definitely not watching Nightmare Before Christmas, okay? So I guess in my head, I'm like, where is the love coming from? Is it just because they're pushing merch?
I know.
They're just pushing it everywhere so that you have no choice but to, if you want something holiday at Disney, all they're pushing is Nightmare. So you're like, well, then I gotta buy it.
Can we agree? Can we all agree, all of us, that Disney's one of the best marketers and advertisers in the world?
Brilliant.
There's answer.
There's no one better.
There's your answer.
Yeah, there's no one better.
My first memory of Nightmare is maybe in high school or college, the overlay, the Christmas Halloween overlay at Disneyland.
When did that start? Do you know?
Ooh, good question. I need to look it up.
Okay.
I'll look at it. I don't know.
It wasn't from the beginning. They haven't been doing this forever, clearly.
Well, it has to happen after 1993, I assume.
Well, yes, but obviously.
But I want to say it happened late 90s, early 2000s, so it took him 10 years for the overlay.
Yeah, okay. That's
so my first memory of those songs and Jack, I'm like, oh, it's this character in the songs. The songs are catchy. Danny Elfman.
Actually, you should pull out. I have the actual.
You have that
record player,
and you have Dark Universe.
Yes,
you love your
do.
Danny Elfman, who we just saw 2 years ago at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, full
Chef's
Nightmare
Kiss.
Before Christmas
Chef's Kiss.
recreation with Danny Elfman. A lot of the OG cast was there to sing as well. Kim Page, R.I.P. God bless. It was amazing.
That was
epic. That was truly one of the coolest things.
That was probably one of the best concerts I've ever seen in my life. And the thing is, Danny Elfman's in his 70s.
Yeah,
he's like a child of it.
He's still putting out bangers.
He loves it so much.
Oh my God, he brings me so much joy.
But here's my thing. Weird animated stop motion Tim Burton Danny Elfman 1993 film, opened to 50 million, got up to 100 million. I imagine DVD sales put in millions and millions.
Probably.
But we're talking close. It's well over $1 billion. 1.5 billion from that. Wow.
I mean,
where did it happen?
That's actually way more than I would have thought. I mean, yes, we are seeing it everywhere, and I have, embarrassingly to say, so much Nightmare
You have hundreds of dollars.
But in fairness, that is not from Disney pushing it. I've been a fan since I was literally a child and it came out.
Brit has been a fan when we go around Disneyland and everyone has their Jack backpacks and everything.
It does make me a little angry because I'm like, you're bandwagon. You're jumping on the bandwagon.
She's a bit of a scoffer.
I'm happy and I'm not. I'm like, you're all jumping on the bandwagon of Disney, but at the same time, I didn't get any merch as a kid when it was coming out. And now I do because it's so popular. So I get more toys. So therefore I'm happy. But I actually, maybe we do this if we ever do a pod in the park or a reel. I would love to go around to half these kids that are wearing Nightmare and families, and I would go, hey, has your kid actually ever seen Nightmare Before Christmas? I'd love to know, and I'd love to be proven wrong, and I would love to know.
Oh, you think they haven't seen it?
I think a lot of them haven't been able to watch the full thing.
How old are we talking? What
it's a good question. To be honest, I haven't quite thought that out, but I watched it at like...
But it's mainstream now.
4 or 5. So, I mean, my parents definitely were way more into horror.
You were also watching Michael Myers in Halloween at 5 years old.
I was. So I'm definitely, I'm exception to the rule. But I would be hard pressed to say that most people probably haven't seen it all the way through. And I'd love to be proven wrong. And I'd love people to be like, no, it's one of my favorite films. But I don't know why I don't feel like let's do some. I would love to do some.
We're going to do our own market research in 2026.
I need market research. The
thing is, it'll be January, March, April, May in Anaheim at the resort.
Yeah.
And people are still wearing Nightmare Before Christmas. I still wear
my Nightmare. I have my Jack Skellington backpack.
So it's super mainstream outside of Halloween and Christmas, where, look, we can agree that Nightmare is Halloween only.
Correct.
Grinch is not Halloween.
Correct.
But I mean, half that movie is Santa and Christmas Town and all that stuff. So it's a 50-50. It really is. No,
it is a 50-50. And I've never argued with people who say it's more Christmas or Halloween. Just for me personally, I've always watched it at Halloween time. But when people say Christmas, I'm like, yeah, I don't disagree with you. It could be either or.
Halloween's your number one holiday, and you can't wait to jump in there.
It's my number one. So I start, as soon as I possibly can.
So check it out. I like to use objective numbers in all this because I'm trying to figure out, I think this episode is who is the king of Christmas. And we have Nightmare at Disney.
Yep.
And we have Grinch at Universal. And I was just so impressed with Universal and what they did.
Oh, it's amazing.
But people were out in groves. Everyone Grinch. Like everyone was
Well, and to your point, Grinch now is everywhere. Like
everywhere.
In all their stores. It's freaking at McDonald's now. They have the McDonald's meal. I think they did it at Chick-fil-A too. And just this year, it's booming again. Which honestly, they've always had Grinch merch at the stores, but not to the amount. Yeah, now it's even more popular, and everyone's going back to the Grinch.
It's everywhere.
Everyone's rewatching it. They now re-released the Grinch back in theaters for the first time, 25-year anniversary. So, I mean, that's definitely part of why you're seeing it more this year. But I think now, with as much money as they've made off merch and everything else, it's going to become such a constant back at the parks. But I know you got your numbers too.
Let's talk about Grinch.
Okay. Hit me.
My introduction to Grinch.
Yes.
Immigrant kid over here. I didn't get access to any of my
but can you pause with that with the immigrant thing? Because you're a massive Jim Carrey fan and watched all his films. So why wouldn't you have watched The Grinch? You watch him in everything else.
It wasn't on my radar. It was also 2000. I was just starting high school. I think it's that weird.
Okay, so you were kind of in that.
When you miss the boat, you're not a kid anymore.
That's a fair point.
I'm glad I waited this long to see it.
Well, it's still just as good of a movie.
Jim Carrey. Jim, I know you're watching right now. Jim, you should have won Best Actor. You should have won an Oscar for your role as the Grinch in the Grinch Stole Christmas.
No one could play it better. They can't even ever redo that movie because no one will play the Grinch like Jim Carrey did.
Jim Carrey should have won an Oscar for that role.
He got failed by not winning an Oscar for that.
So good. In the makeup and everything.
What was it? I'm going to get this wrong, but you guys should go watch some of the videos where he's interviewed and kind of the behind the scenes. I want to say it was almost like 8+ hours or something obscene that he had to sit in a chair to get all of the hair and makeup done for the Grinch. And they actually had to hire an ex-Navy SEAL to come in and do training for him on how to survive like panic attacks and things in intense situations because he felt so claustrophobic being in the Grinch costume. Like, actors and actors don't know what that means nowadays. Like, he truly is the Grinch, and there's no one better to play him. You can't replace him.
But he ad-libbed. I mean,
he ad-libbed half of it too.
Yeah, he ad-libbed everything. What's the I can't cancel plans myself?
I can't cancel that again. Dinner with my self-loathing.
when he pulls the sheet on the table, he wasn't supposed to do it. He kicks it over.
He was not supposed to do that.
That is peak. It's peak Jim Carrey. I mean, he was the Mask. He was Jim Carrey. He was the Riddler.
Oh, he's.
I mean,
the best of the best.
Jim Carrey.
I love
Jim Carrey is one of the best. And if I was the Academy, I give him an Oscar for that. I want to go see who.
Movies would not be what they are today without Jim Carrey.
No,
truly. Yeah, no. He set the stage.
But that's why it was.
You're an idiot. Sorry, I had to do that for Blake. That's his favorite line in The Grinch.
But look, I know the Grinch. Look, obviously Dr. Seuss, right? It's all Dr. Seuss.
Yes.
So my introduction to Grinch was actually in Home Alone. Home Alone was one of those few movies that I actually saw. I had the VHS as a kid.
Yeah.
I think it came out in 91, so I'm 5 years old. And Kevin McAllister's at Home Alone, and he's going, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch," and that was my introduction. Going, "Oh, this is some weird old cartoon, right?" So that was a 30-minute cartoon,
incredible,
that played on CBS in 1966.
That's insane.
In 1966, that came out. Did that make money through advertisements and stuff? Yes, but it wasn't a movie. It was a holiday 30-minute show like the Peanuts.
Sure.
Basically.
Correct.
So that was the first time we got to see kind of that on the television set. Okay? So and the first time I saw was Home Alone.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, you have your Dr. Seuss, the Grinch's stories and everything, right? But nothing's in the theme parks, nothing's in the movies. And then, boom, we just talked about Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
The Grinch live action, the year 2000.
2000.
Okay. Turn of the millennium.
Wow. 2000.
What do you think it grossed? Over under 200 million in 2000.
In 2000, I'd say under.
Under 200 million?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I remember going to see it as a kid, but also I was young. I was 8, so maybe it was way more popular than I gave it credit for. But was it? I want to say under.
Under 200 million.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Jim Carrey's live action, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, grossed $350 million.
Stop it.
$350 million.
That's incredible.
That's huge.
That's incredible.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. But we just talked about Jim. I think we have a good idea where we stand on Jim.
Yep.
Then this little animated movie came out in 2018.
Oh, the one we tried to watch.
Which Britt just showed it to me over Christmas. I watched 20 minutes.
I heard it was amazing. And maybe it is for a lot of people, but we did try watching it. Maybe it's because I'm such an OG Grinch fan, but I didn't love the animated. I had to turn it off.
It was a little childish for me. That's the one with Pharrell.
It's the one with Pharrell, yeah. It just didn't do it for me. It wasn't. I think because I'm an old school, but we did give it a shot. It just wasn't for me.
I will watch.
But great for kids. I think that you want to get back into the Grinch. I think for sure.
Not for me.
Yeah.
What did that gross nearly 10 years ago? Over under 400 million. 400 million. Over under 400 million.
Well, because what you told me the other one made, I'm going to say over, and also because I heard nonstop how amazing it was and how many people loved it. So I'm saying over.
You are correct.
Okay.
The animated Grinch 2018 grossed $512 million, $500 million. It is. I believe I'm correct with this. I gotta go back to the lab and check my numbers. The highest grossing Christmas movie of all time.
Wow. God, I feel bad for not loving it. Now I gotta go back. Now I gotta give it a second shot.
Nothing beats that Jim Carrey. So look, really quick. Between the live action Jim Carrey and the animated, that's $860 million in
incredible.
2 movies.
Amazing.
This century.
Yeah.
Versus Nightmare, only $150 million.
Well, it's interesting too because Grinch is still pushing out Grinch films. They can even do more offshoots of that if they really wanted to. But really, Disney's not doing anything else for Nightmare.
You can't.
It's
a perfect movie.
I agree with you.
And even Tim Burton said we're not doing a second one.
I agree they're not going to do a second one, but I am shocked that Disney hasn't found a way around that and done like shorts or something because they don't need to
because they're just printing money for merch.
I know, but imagine if they put something back in theaters, like people would be all over it. I'm shocked that they haven't.
They wouldn't go in theaters. They have their DVDs. You stream it on Disney Plus and you call it a day.
Yeah, because they're doing Disney Plus. You're right. You wouldn't. Yeah, okay.
So that's why my mind is just blown by everything's aftermarket or after the movie market for Nightmare. But they're making well over $1 billion in merch revenue of a movie that only made $150 million.
Wow, that's amazing.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, they're brilliant, so I'm not shocked.
And then on top of that, because it's under the Dr. Seuss IP label and that company, there are no public numbers for Grinch merch.
Oh, I see.
There isn't?
I see.
I would assume that's well into the billions as well.
Yeah, it has to be now. With how much we saw at the parks this year with Grinch merch, it has to be. Everyone was wearing Grinch stuff. Everyone.
But I
should have worn my socks.
But we can agree the Universal crowd doesn't spend as much as the Disney crowd.
Agreed. I would say that Universal crowd does not buy as much merch. Halloween Horror Nights, yes, merch, but throughout the year, you have the backpacks and everything, but it's not as prevalent as your Disney goers for sure.
You got to get your Grinch backpack.
I do need a Grinch backpack, yes. But I love to then spin that. Maybe they're not buying at the parks, but I mean, they were sold out at every McDonald's you and I went to for the Grinch, kids meal box or the Big Mac box.
How many did they make? Supply and demand.
I was so upset. We went to multiple and they were sold out every time and I just wanted the socks. I don't even like pickles, okay? So the pickle fries would have done nothing where I just wanted the box. But thankfully, my mom surprised me for Christmas and she actually, God bless her, hi Mom, she actually went to McDonald's, got me another Grinch meal, aired out the box so that it didn't smell, got me the socks, and actually wrapped a couple Grinch gifts, including this lovely mug, inside the box because I was so bummed I couldn't get it here in LA. They're over in Florida because I was so desperate to get a hold of it.
You so wanted the box. It was a Big Mac meal.
I was devastated.
You don't eat Big Mac. She's a double quarter pounder with cheese. She hates anything pickle flavored, so those fries would have...
But I just wanted the box.
I know.
I wanted the box and I wanted the socks. They looked really cute. Like my mom got cute Cindy Lou Who socks.
I don't see you wearing them right now.
Okay, well, I'm hot.
Well, I'm you know what?
Toasty in here.
Speaking of, I'm taking away this plastic Christmas jacket.
No.
It's getting... Let me at least let it breathe.
Take it off.
I am taking it off.
You can take it off.
That's what you want your wife to say, especially on the podcast. So look.
It's not made for kids.
This is my thing. I think in the grand scheme of things, they're both IPs have made. This. Let's call it the same amount of money.
But that's why it's so good because they're going head to head. And now at both parks, you're getting these two major IPs that are battling each other. And I'm so interested to see where this goes. I can't wait.
This is my question, not just for you and for all you guys out there. My question to all of you is, who does Christmas better at the parks? Universal with Grinch or Disney with Nightmare? Are you
talking just in terms of those two IPs, or are you talking about like decor, everything?
No, just with those two IPs.
Just with those two IPs.
So my question is, who does Christmas better at the parks? Disney with Nightmare or Universal with Grinch?
I have my answer already. It's the Grinch, 110%.
I agree.
I'll be honest with you. At your Disney parks, aside from the ride at Disneyland, they really don't have much Nightmare decor anywhere in terms for Christmas. It's all Disney-themed decor. Grinch is all over Universal, everywhere. They have the tree, the big show in the middle of the park. They do that in both in Orlando and also in Hollywood. They also have the Grinch all throughout the holiday season that you can do meet and greets with, and he is phenomenal. The actors who actually go there.
Not phenomenal.
Oh,
he's the GOAT.
Yeah, right behind Jim Carrey, man. Like, they are so good if you watch the videos. And they don't do that. I'm actually shocked that Disney does not have a Jack Skellington meet and greet. They do it for Oogie Boogie Bash and for, I think sometimes for Mickey's Halloween over in Orlando at Magic Kingdom. But they really don't have them out at all during Christmas. At all. So the Grinch...
We're in the Santa thing?
Grinch wins. I'm sorry, but for the holidays, Universal does it so much better.
I agree.
With their IP.
It's not even close.
He's out and about. They have the show. They have the decor.
But look what we're saying.
Amazing.
Universal trumps Disney during the holidays in this section. And I don't think it's even close.
Not even close.
It's not even close.
Even Universal Hollywood, which does not have a Whoville, essentially, because they don't have the actual Dr. Seuss land like Orlando does. They build out in that main center area, if you've never been, a little mini Whoville with a tree that is just huge. It's their main tree in Universal Hollywood. Boop. It is beautiful, and you can go walk through there the entire day that you're there, and then they do multiple shows at night. So it's not just like a one show and done. Yeah. Like it encompasses the whole park and atmosphere of Christmas over there. I mean, it's magnifique.
I just love how he's warm with the kids. He's dry with the kids. Perfect. He's mean to the kids. He's very mean to the parents.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
It's so good.
I love it.
And
whatever actors they pay to do that, like,
brilliant.
Good on them. I hope they're getting paid top dollar. It is.
They should be.
Like, how cool is that?
They absolutely should be.
But that's my thing is I think we call it a tie on the revenue number, especially we have hidden.
That's fair.
We have hidden numbers.
Yeah.
Also, Grinch has been around since 1996, earlier than that, 1966. I'm sorry.
Yeah, long time.
So they have a 30-minute kind of animated jump on Nightmare. Nightmare is 1993.
Yeah.
But I'm talking. I want to move that conversation. But let's call it a draw.
Okay, it's a draw.
There's hidden numbers on revenue.
I think both do a phenomenal job of it. I mean,
But the parks. Yeah. My thing is why Universal, especially in California and Hollywood, why not make that a mini Seuss land? I know there's no space there in Hollywood. Why? Or to your point, supply and demand, just keep it.
I don't, for 2 months. I personally don't think they need it. I mean, as much as I love the original Seuss land,
Universal Hollywood can use as much help as
I know, but the one in Universal Orlando, as much as I love that, and it's been a staple for me since I was a kid, I do feel it's a bit outdated, and they're not really coming out with. I mean, they are coming out with some Seuss movies, but not as much anymore. I think, honestly, there's so many other IPs that would bring them in more revenue and be more exciting for both adults and kids. Personally, like when we saw Burke and How to Train Your Dragon, there's so many more things that I think are more exciting. And I think there is a novelty to bringing the Grinch around.
Are you talking about islands? Are you talking about Seuss Landing and
islands? I'm thinking about both. That's what I'm saying. Hollywood, I don't think needs to build a Seuss land or, anything related to the Grinch except during the holiday season. I don't think it would give them enough value. Obviously, Orlando has already had it there forever since Islands opened. So they have a little bit of a luck of the draw there. But, honestly, I could argue that land needs to go as well. As much as I love it and it's historical.
It just needs a revamp.
It does. I mean, I love it, but it's such a large space. And I just think about what they could put
It's also the front of the park.
It is the front of the park.
You're either walking through Hulk or you're walking through Seuss.
Correct.
But my thing is, am I in the dark here going, they're sitting on a gold mine?
No, I don't think you're in the dark. I think, honestly, with the 25th anniversary, now that they've seen the traction and the money that's come in this year from it, they're going to run like hell with that. I think you're going to see way more.
But do we not see it live? We didn't go to any Universal parks
No, you would have seen it because it's been there forever. Like, I used to go as a kid and Grinch is always there around Christmas time.
But I was shocked
just
at
not
the love,
to this.
the admiration, the merch, the shows.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is amazing. The best thing Universal's put out across the board, especially in Hollywood.
It's always been that way, but they're just the scale and I would say the performers are so much better. And poor Blake, if he ever listens to this podcast, I used to force him to skip. We would go to Universal Orlando, specifically Islands, the day after Christmas every single year for 7 years maybe. That was always my gift to him. But my one rule was that I would force him to go do all of the Grinchmas activities. And one of them was this show. It was actually inside at Universal Orlando, not outside like Hollywood. I think maybe because of rain and production, I'm not sure. And I used to make him sit through the show, God bless. Back in its time, it was not good. I loved it. But this one we saw at Hollywood was incredible.
So good.
So good.
Cindy Lou Who is her name.
Cindy Lou Who.
Cindy Lou Who. That movie's so
But my favorite character is Martha May Whovier. That's who I want to dress up as.
When she's blasting the lights on the house with the light blaster thing.
And she looks so good in that little like Santa dress number. Like I want to wear that for either Halloween or Christmas this upcoming year for our bar crawl.
Why don't we do? I'll be Grinch and you be Whovier. Mm-hmm. And we'll do Christmas. We'll have Halloween on Christmas.
Yeah, we got to do our bar crawl.
The bar crawl's happening this year.
Bar crawl, but everyone has to dress in a character, and I think those will be ours.
I mean, look, this is. I'm trying to wrap my head around how big Grinch is, and it's way bigger. And we're at the theme parks all the time. We're at Hollywood all the time. How many times in the past 2 months have you seen on a motorcycle or those little three people are dressing up as Grinch
everywhere
around in the neighborhood? Yeah. We saw it in Florida. We saw it in California. Yeah. They're renting cars. They're out there dressed as Grinch. It's hilarious.
It's amazing, honestly. But I'm not shocked by it. I think you're only shocked because, to your point, you didn't grow up with the Grinch, whereas I've been a fan of it forever. And so I've seen what it's like at the parks.
But people weren't doing this with Grinch in the 90s. They weren't doing it in the early 2000s.
No, because
So when did it pop?
The OG cartoon, as wonderful as it is, because Dr. Seuss had so many of those out, it was popular, but it wasn't this like sensation. It wasn't until Jim Carrey's movie came out that really put Grinch on the map.
Was that the pop?
That was the pop across the board, because then it blew up everywhere. They had, oh my God, I was supposed to look up his name before the pod, but they had the gentleman who played Child Grinch. He used to read the actual OG Dr. Seuss story, at the theme park every year in front of the tree. My family and I would go watch it, but that didn't happen until after the Jim Carrey film came out. So I think that really is what put it on the market and became like a household. I have to watch this every Christmas. I need the merch, and now we're seeing it boom again.
Okay, so everyone knew about. I'm just trying to do timeline on where both popped. Like Disney and Universal were not making money off of these until probably the early 2000s. The numbers don't lie.
You're right.
So both popped.
You're right.
Now I need to go back and see when the haunted overlay happened at Anaheim.
You know what I think also helps with these two films and why there's no other Christmas films that really can even compete in these realms is also the music. And I would like to argue that. So for Nightmare, obviously you have This Is Halloween, which every household plays during Halloween season. It's actually, aside from like the Michael Myers, like This Is Halloween is probably played across every household. And then for the Grinch, you have Your Mean One, Mr. Grinch, amongst many others. But you have these iconic, I mean, that song's been played since
that's embedded,
the OGs.
Again, that's embedded in my mind because of Home Alone.
Yeah. But there's no other, my point is there's no other IPs that could even get close to those realms, because I think music has a lot to do with it too.
I mean, you're right. I'm just shocked at the pop-off.
I don't think I am. I think now the holidays are becoming the biggest money makers for these parks. Not that they always weren't, but you're seeing them push holiday-themed merch. I'm not talking just Christmas, Halloween as well, even earlier and earlier and later and later. And they are trying to expand this and boom it. And so now that these two have IPs that they can merch across everything, they can remake movies, whatever they need to do, they are going to go all out with that. I'm not shocked.
To your point, and I think you'll agree with me, Miss, I went to all the theme parks in Orlando growing up, is the summers were the most packed the theme parks were in the 90s and in the 2000s. Like that, it's like that was when rides were 3 hours, 4 hours. Now it flipped, especially in Anaheim. Now to get a ticket for November, Christmas. I don't know if I would
agree with that.
I mean,
I don't know numbers, but my family and I were psychopaths and used to go to Disney World and Universal, rather, for the holidays every year. And they used to have a massive Christmas thing for Disney. It was so packed, you couldn't even move.
Where, for Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm going to retract that because of weather, and it's impossible to be in Orlando in July and August because you're going to fry yourself. I wouldn't send my family there. Yeah, but you still have all your tourists coming out there because honestly, that's when they get the time off and bring their families. So it is still packed over summer. Us locals and people who are from Florida just don't go because it's so freaking hot. But your tourists, they still go. I'm just wrapping my head around. Well, I'm wrapping my head around. I'm adding Knott's and Six Flags here in the Los Angeles area to the conversation.
Yeah.
Because Six Flags, when I was growing up, closed November, December, and January because it's too cold and they weren't making money. Now they have Holiday in the Park. Knott's, Knott's now has Knott's Merry Farm. So to your point,
yeah,
let's make those holiday
You know what
dollars.
I also just thought of? This is such a random fact and really has nothing to do with why one is better than the other. But I was just realizing, like, both main characters, Grinch and Jack, have two major character pets. They have Zero and Max.
Yeah.
That are also major. Yeah. I mean, like, to the point where people name their pets after these characters.
I would think Zero's a little bit bigger.
I would think so, for sure. I would agree with that. But I mean, there's still few movies. They are so aligned in so many ways. If you think about it, like, Jack tries to take over Christmas just as the Grinch tries to take over Christmas in different ways, but the same type of mentality. You could argue that either one of them, to your point, is a villain / not, because both of them have reasons as to why they're doing it.
They both come
but
full
they
circle.
both come full circle and have these amazing character arcs for being a Christmas film, nonetheless. They both have mayors.
Oh shit, you're right.
They both have love interests. They are so parallel and aligned. The more I'm thinking through this, and I feel so dumb that I haven't thought of this before, but there are so many alignments between the two films. Did
Nightmare do a little stealing from Grinch?
I don't think so. Tim Burton. But Tim Burton will tell you that he takes a lot of his best works from the greats.
Everyone borrows from everyone else.
You know, I don't know. I would say not, because A Nightmare Before Christmas is so in its own lane. But, I would, argue that a lot of the arcs are the same.
You kind of...
Wow, my mind, I just blew my own mind right there for a second. Well, I don't know why I never thought of that before.
They both have mayors as pivotal characters.
They're not pivotal, but sure.
What do you mean? I literally just said one of my favorite quotes is in all of movies is from the mayor in Nightmare.
Yeah, okay.
He's so good. Okay, and just how he flips his face and everything. Yeah.
The only thing Nightmare doesn't have is like a Cindy Lou Who, but he does have the three trick-or-treaters.
But Sally's sweet.
Yeah, you're right.
Sally's
sweet.
You're
right. Yeah, you're right. But that's his love interest. That's his Martha May Whovier.
He's her love interest.
Fair.
I think she's a little more in cahoots about him.
Yeah, okay. All right, you're right.
So my question to kind of round all this out.
Okay. Oh no. Are you asking me to pick?
In the theme parks.
Okay.
In the parks only. Because I think it's a tie otherwise. In the theme parks, who is the king of Christmas?
The Grinch. The Grinch.
Or Nightmare.
The Grinch. The Grinch. In the parks. The Grinch of Christmas. Yes. Aside from the ride, and obviously, like, you have merch, but so does the Grinch, so they're equal there. But aside from the ride, Disney really doesn't do much for Nightmare Before Christmas in the parks.
They're doing a little bit for their Oogie Boogie Halloween
That's Halloween. That's not we're talking Christmas. That's strictly Halloween. You said King of Christmas. Yes. And they do nothing. They do nothing aside from the ride at Disneyland. And to be fair, I haven't been to Disney World in quite some time, so correct me if I'm wrong if they have some decor, out and about over by Haunted Mansion or wherever at Magic Kingdom for Nightmare Before Christmas. But from my recollection, they really do not have much in the park. So if you're asking me from a park standpoint only, it is the Grinch.
No questions asked.
No questions asked.
Do you think... I'm just thinking him as a character. Imagine if he was Santa and you could take kids up to him in the park and sit on Jack Skellington, red suit. Jack.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah.
I think he's too scary for Christmas for the Disney brand. I think that's too much.
And this goes back to my point why none of those kids have watched Nightmare Before Christmas. If you are sitting here telling me that he is too scary of a character for kids, they have not watched it.
Why wouldn't they bring their Christmas character around for Christmas then?
I don't know.
They've obviously had discussions about this.
I don't know. I don't see how he's too scary. How? And how do you know unless you try?
I think it's just a little too scary for their family branding. I think it's fine for Halloween and they stay in that bubble, but if he was dressed as Santa,
the only thing I would argue is maybe why, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, is maybe because they have like Santa actually in their parade, so they use him as their figure for their parade instead of Nightmare Before Christmas, and
why not outside Haunted Mansion have a little?
Because they put such an emphasis on him for Halloween that maybe
I
don't know.
They keep it for Christmas.
Yeah, they do. They gatekeep him too. You only can see him at Oogie Boogie Bash. He's not just around the park for meet and greets. And honestly, the one year we were there, they didn't even have a meet and greet for him. He was nowhere in the park. It was so lame. So it's a great question.
That was the weird year they had.
Disney, do better. I want to see more of Jack Skellington and Sally, and honestly, Oogie Boogie amongst the park. You have so many beautiful character interactions that you have, and you have villains. You're building a villain's land with, honestly, some of those villains are just as scary, and you can't put a Jack Skellington in the park because he's too scary. Get out of here. No, if that's Disney's reasoning, shame on you.
Is Jack a villain?
I don't personally think he's a villain. That's not how I viewed him as a kid. I obviously think he makes some major mistakes, but he's doing, he's not doing maliciously. The Grinch, what he's doing is malicious. Jack is doing it because
his heart is too small.
He wants to take it. Now, what he does to Santa Claus with Oogie Boogie, no. But he is a Halloween character, so he is rooted in horror, naturally.
Is Oogie Boogie a top 5 Disney villain for you?
For me, yes. I've loved Oogie Boogie.
But across the board, he's not.
No, across the board. No, probably not. But I've just always loved him since I was a kid. But for me personally, but no. For most people, I would not say.
I would love to see more Christmas overlay, even in a small pocket in Anaheim or in Walt Disney World, which I need to go to. We need to go to Busch Gardens, Tampa.
We do have to do Busch Gardens,
We got to ride Iron Gwazi.
We do.
Okay, so the Parkaholics consensus from Queen Holiday over here, because she loves her holidays, is in the parks, Grinch just topples.
And I say this with full certainty, knowing that both IPs are 2 of my favorite of all time. And if you asked me to choose between the 2, I really couldn't. Like, I love both so much equally.
I am going to ask her right now. I'm going to ask her, if you could only watch one movie, the Jim Carrey live action or Nightmare, one the rest of your life, and the other one you can never watch again.
Can never watch again?
Can never watch again.
Never watch again.
Never watch again. Again, to repeat the question, Miss wearing an Oogie Boogie shirt right now, but drinking out of a Grinch. IPs, forget about the parks.
I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating.
If you can only watch one movie the rest of your life, the live action Jim Carrey, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay.
Or Tim Burton's and Danny Elfman's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my God.
Which one do you keep and which one do you dump?
This is the most unfair question I think you've ever asked me. I'm going to have to say Nightmare Before Christmas.
Keeping.
I think
that's the right
Keeping.
answer.
It is one of my favorite movies of all time. I've been a fan of it literally since I was a child. It is embedded in my freaking soul. As much as I do love The Grinch, like I talk about Nightmare and wear Nightmare merch all year round. Okay. The Grinch for me is solely Christmas, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why it's there. But Nightmare for me is my soul. I feel like I need to get my cat siren to close this out right now.
You get to double dip on both.
I get to double dip on both. I get both Halloween and Christmas out of it. Hang on, I have to get it. I have to get it now.
We're gonna close out with the cat siren.
It's very important.
The cat siren that we purchased at Disney's California Adventure at off the page there on Buena Vista Street. Britt's gonna be back shortly.
I'm coming.
Like very shortly. Let's close her out. Let's close out episode 3. Here we go. Nightmare Before Christmas.
My man.
I love it. Britt is the number one consumer that I know. She loves buying her. Well, shit, I got that.
I love buying good merch. Okay, good merch, not crappy merch.
And me, how much merch does this guy have?
None. But that's why he has me in the relationship.
That's right.
That's why my merch.
All right. I learned a lot. I learned that Nightmare is your go-to, but you'll take Grinch for Christmas only.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because Grinch doesn't take Nightmare. But I want all of you guys out there in Parkaholics land, comment below.
Ooh, I'll add a poll. Grinch or Nightmare? Oh man, this is gonna be spicy.
And the question is, if you can only watch one.
No, I don't think that's fair. I think no. The question needs to be not if you can watch one. The question is, who is the king of Christmas? And you can include merch, you can include parks, movies, everything all together, because all of that is encompassed during the holiday season. And if you have to pick one or the other, which is it? Which is it?
It's such a loaded question because I'm gonna
pull it.
I'm gonna go Nightmare is Halloween first. You need to break it down into three questions.
But a lot of people,
is Nightmare a Christmas or a Halloween movie?
People 50-50. I would say equal amounts people choose it for Halloween, equal amounts choose it for Christmas. And honestly, I could see it either way. For me, it's just always personally been Halloween. So that's why for me, Grinch is always my Christmas move. But nonetheless, I could see both of that. So who is it? King of Halloween, Nightmare Before Christmas, or the Grinch?
King of Christmas, you mean?
King of Christmas.
Yeah. Halloween's another episode for 8 months down the road. Fuck.
You're right.
We're keeping the beginning though. You're not cutting that out.
No, I'm cutting it out. No! Not happening.
If Britt doesn't keep the first 30 seconds of this podcast...
You're not posting it as a blooper.
We got to keep blooper. It was so good. You can make... Just keep it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it out there.
All right. This is my vote.
For Christmas?
King of Christmas right there. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, cheers. Cheers, Parkaholics.
Cheers, guys.
Happy 2026.
Happy, healthy 2026. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on the Grinch versus Nightmare debate. And we love you all.
Love you all. We'll see you in a week. We'll see you at the parks.
Cheers, guys.